I just want to thank you so much for coming here tonight and viewing this incredible overview that I have for this company called Euphoria. And to give you a little background on what has been happening here, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight this video here. My background has been, you guys, literally almost 3 decades in the health and wellness industry. And I've actually put a lot of that time into marketing, which started with the spa business back in Alaska, back in, oh my gosh, in the 90s. And it has been an incredible run. But I got to tell you, about 7 or 8 years ago, I ran into this wonderful lady that introduced me to a company that, she just asked me, hey, if you could look into your DNA and know what you needed to look and feel your best, wouldn't you want to know? And I'm like, well, yeah, but how do you do that? And it's a simple cheek swabbing that introduced me to this company years ago. And things happened along the wayside, and it was before its time or whatever. It just, didn't come to fruition. But here's what happened. I am going to screen share with you guys and show you exactly what happened in my life a few years back. And I was so happy that this happened. So really, your DNA does not lie. You want to know what's in your genes, and why? Because you will get the most perfect nutrition that you can possibly have for you, not for anybody else. It's just for you. So some things have come together since I would say round 1 of when I was introduced to this. And, things were going really, really good. And we just kind of got the rug pulled out from underneath us. And, the next day we're thinking, now what do? We, Tina, you'll meet her soon enough if you haven't met her already. We went off to separate things. Well, one of those separate things that I did, I was actually introduced to this gentleman right here, Ron Williams. And I have to tell you, timing is everything. When I met him, he was just a down-to-earth guy, has been the owner of a couple other companies, and kind of sat back for a while in the networking industry. But he ran into, and has been friends with for quite a long time, Terry LaCour of LaCour Enterprises. He's actually LaCour Nutraceuticals. And when these two came together and actually purchased, yes, they purchased the rights to the DNA of the other company, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Okay, you guys, we are getting the band back together again. We are doing this, and it's going to happen correctly. Not that it wasn't before, but we're not running out of money here. This is backed by billions. Terry LaCour himself has a company that's been there for over 30 years. He runs over $40 million of nutraceuticals monthly through his LaCour Enterprises, through his LaCour Nutraceuticals. And then we have John Malott, who is direct to the company, who is leading this team here, along with Tina Malsom and Kelly Benson. Again, timing is everything. Sorry, this slide here is a little blurry. When I put it together, I was like, oh no. This is so funny though, you guys, because when we did this previous company, 23andMe came around, Ancestry.com, and it was rather hard back then for us to do a DNA swabbing. We get, you get these DNA swabs, you want to swab your cheek, and people just weren't willing to do that 7 years ago as easily as it is now. And why is that? Because 23andMe comes along, and so is Ancestry.com, and they're all over doing their advertising, and it's easy to get people to swab now. But guess what? That is just for your ancestry. It's for your heritage. It's for where you came from. It doesn't have anything to do with what we are doing here. And that's getting the gene SNPs, the SNPs, from 18 different genes that are active in your body that can tell you the propensity of something that could be different with your body. So those are the genes right there. But I have to tell you, this is what I like to look at. This is all about understanding your unique DNA. It's the key to your health and wellness, obviously. So your body's composed of billions of individual cells. And, you know, I was really good with science. Back in high school, I loved it. Didn't think I was going to make a career out of it, but that's what I've done for several years, is talk about health and wellness, talk about heart screening, talk about the nucleus of cells. How do you get oxygen to that teeny tiny nuclei that is in the center of everything that happens with your cells? Yeah, you guys didn't know that about me, did you? 14 years of doing that. So within every cell of your body, there's a nucleus, and it manages every single function of your cell. Within every nucleus, there's 23 pairs of chromosomes. I know you're getting a science lesson right now, but this is what happens is we are testing, well, Euphoria is testing those genes, those active genes that have like the ApoB, that's healthy lipids. You can see these right here. Homocysteine for healthy heart, coenzyme Q10. It's testing that gene as well. Do you know if you need ubiquinol or ubiquinon? Which do you take? Nobody knows when they go in. Even your doctor sometimes doesn't know. So you're guessing. Well, guess what, you guys? There's not going to be any more guessing, because when those genes are tested, they come back with either a green dot, a yellow dot, or a red dot. And as you can see right here, exactly what these mean. And here's another really cool thing about this. We would get you're going to get a 35 to 37 page overview of your entire DNA and all those genes that were tested. But how do you think you're going to be able to read that? Well, it comes in green, yellow, or red dots. That's really cool. But also when you get that, there are going to be videos that you can just click on. When you get it in your email, just click on it and it will tell you exactly what that variance is with the gene that you have. How cool and professional is that? So a green means that neither parent gave you that variant gene, that different gene. And this is all about genes that were carried down from both your parents, one parent or the other, or both. So if it's a red one, that means that both parents gave you that variant gene, and a yellow results in maybe your mom gave it to you or maybe your dad. Well, you know, I know some people that, in fact, several that have actually been adopted, and they don't have a clue. So when you go in and you're filling out your doctor's form, or you're in the hospital and you have to fill out a form that says, you know, do you have any of this in the past? Well, guess what? You can tell. And here are most of the ingredients that we have. There's a little over 100 of them, all plant-based, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, you know, and it's one of those one size does not fit all. My test that comes back may tell me that I not only have the base ingredients, but I may need 23 more of 100 ingredients, or I may need, as I did before, 81 of another. And they work superbly. Now, people have already asked me, well, how long do they last? Well, you're going to be getting these every 30 days. So my question to you is, you're not going to wait a year or 2 or 3 to take that, are you? Have them while they're fresh. And here's one thing I want to talk about. That first one that you see there, the AC11, oh my gosh, you guys, there's a friend of mine, and several of us know her, that actually just recently received a patent on her study with the AC11. Now, the AC11, I have to read this kind of out of Google here, but it's specifically for DNA repair that is good for anti-aging benefits. And it is a polynutrient extract of the inner bark of a tropical plant out of the rainforest in the Amazon. Now, do you need to know that? Heck no. I do not want you to know any of this. I'm just giving you this information because really is all you need to do is be able to send people to the resources. And these are good things to know. It might impress somebody, you know, just the fact that, you know, what genes are being tested. You don't need to know all 18 of them. Send people to the resources. Be the the librarian, not the library. So the lab is going to do an analysis with your swabs, and when you get that, you actually have a $100 off coupon that you get to put toward your $199 for your test. There is, I love this company, everything on here it's there for you. You don't have to look for anything. You do the swabbing, you stick it back in the envelope, and in the swabbing envelope, you stick it in a prepaid UPS that goes right back. And it all comes in this beautiful package right here. I just love this. It has your pre-trition in it. So while you're waiting for your DNA test to come back, you are taking a pre-trition, which is a real mild cleanse, which is actually helping your body get ready for the nutrition that it is going to get from your DNA test specific to you. Now look, there's over, oh my gosh, 400 million different variants of all those ingredients, and not one of them suits to you. But get this, which one makes more sense? Having your DNA taken and get the right ingredients, or walk into a vitamin store and, you know, like the example of, for me, having 81 different ingredients, I can't even imagine what that would have cost. I don't know, a couple $1,000, maybe only 300, who knows? But still, this is interesting. I got to tell you this quick story. I took a job at Sprouts Farmers Market. Maybe I shouldn't have said the word, but the name of the company. But I went in there and I worked in the vitamin part, and I would actually walk up to people that were, because I know a lot about the vitamins and what they possibly could need, but I always had to ask this question. What if you could get a DNA test and you didn't have to guess? Usually I would get, oh my gosh, that would cost thousands of dollars. No, not really. But if you give me your name and phone number, I'll get back to you when I'm off of work. I know. I guess that was kind of cheating, but people want to know that they don't have to spend that kind of money. And, you know, it's a good thing I don't work there anymore. I'd probably get fired for that. But people want to know, and they deserve to know. So you can't just eat the right foods anymore. You can see that. We already know this. A study done way back in 1950s. You could eat 2 peaches and get the amount of vitamin A that the USDA required, but now that doesn't happen anymore. That doesn't happen at all. The ground's depleted. We already know the story. You would have to eat bucket loads. And here's another thing. I love this. I heard Kelly say this the other day, and I just loved it. When you eat a banana, do you really feel instantly the potassium raging through your body? Absolutely not. When you eat an orange, do you immediately feel the vitamin C raging through your blood vessels? Well, you might feel a little bit energy, but no, you don't. So no, of course not. You don't eat them to get that right away. You eat them because they're good for you. So these DNA SNPs, they're the building blocks of your life. And, you know, people ask, well, you know, how long do I have to take this? Well, I don't know. How long do you want to be healthy? If you're getting the right nutrients that are specific to your DNA, why would you stop? And it's like I say right here, you're either going to pay for sickness or you're going to pay for the wellness. We like to speak with the healthy well and get the word across to them, because, you know, I got to tell you guys, once it's broken, it's a little bit harder to fix. Wouldn't you agree? And there's a way that you can actually get this. You know, people think, wow, $5 a day. Hey, if that's an issue, I can show you how you can get this for free. Okay, that would be really, really exciting. So a minimum that you're going to get is about $5 a day. But look at it this way. You invite or show this or refer this to 4 other people, and it's free for you. I mean, is that exciting or what? So I wanted to make sure that all of you were able to see at least this much of this. There's a few people that may have come on here, some professionals that we are actually working with, that we are showing them a professional plan that they can use now. And come January, when they actually open up the whole entire compensation plan to people that want to refer this and you know, use it for an extra well, let me put it this way, another income stream, because I got to say, there's not very many people I know that don't have a few income streams going on right now. So here's the way this works right now. If you refer this to somebody and they just purchase a DNA kit with their pediatrician, you're going to get 40% of that volume. Sounds pretty cool, huh? That's 100 in volume, so you're getting $40 every time you share that to somebody. If they decided to share it to somebody, then you're going to get 10% of that and 10% on the third as well. The reason I'm telling you this is because we have professionals that want to come on board with this, and they're not just talking about showing a few people. They're talking about bringing on every client that they have, every patient that they have that either comes into their clinic or their hospital, or even people that have insurance are wanting to get this out to their people as well. It only makes sense. I believe come January, when, by the way, you guys, this company hasn't even opened its doors to a pre-launch yet. You are here and you're hearing this probably for the first or second time. It's been about 35, 40 days that this company has been available. But let me get back to what I was saying. For the professionals, they will probably be keeping that referral at a 30% for all their patients and clients that they refer this to. That is huge. That's going to be bringing a lot of professionals on here, so we want to keep it that way. So getting back to it being brand new, it is brand new. But I have to tell you, you guys, with Ron Williams, that knows so much about his building of systems, of being partnered with Terry LaCour, actually being partnered with Mike Smith, and we've got, I believe we still have Mike Matheny on here. He's a huge key in all of this as well. This company looks like a 5 to 10-year-old company already. And I'm going to show you something really quick. Here's one of the things that really surprised me when I saw this. I wasn't, hold on just a second. Let me get back out of there. I don't want to show you. Escape from there. Euphoria has a resource center. And it is, you guys can go to this, anybody can go see it, euphoriascience.com/resources. But they have all the videos that are there, training videos, they're all done professionally. They have, I love these videos about the snowflake and the leaves and where they come from. They have Dr. Jen Myers is there with information about single SNPs, and they're all going to be on there, all 18. Right now there's 6. In fact, when I first looked at it, it was only 4. So that's exciting. There's going to be more. And then there's images for you to use, professional images for you to use. And here, I love this right here. That's actually at LaCour Industries, where the Nutritionator, where they put all these supplements together for us. And there's also the ingredients listing. It's all here, PDF downloads. You guys, everything is here for you. You don't have to go searching for it. And you know what I like the best out of all that? They have brochures back there that you can actually download, and you don't have to pay somebody else hundreds of dollars to do for you. So everything is here. And I just want to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming on here today. Please get back with the person that referred you here, because they have a link that is actually attached to them that you can look through and get all this information. And I'm just so glad to be here. I got to tell you guys, I actually feel like I'm home. I missed this for so many years. I don't want to cry, but I missed this for so many years, and we had so many people to help, and now we can do it. Here we are again, the band's back together. I'm going to see here real quick if I've got a gentleman on here. Hold on just a moment, and I'll go ahead and stop the recording. Or wait a second, let me check here real quick and see if I've got Kelly on here. Kelly, do I have you on here anywhere? Let me see.
Yes, she is.
Right.
I'm assuming you're meaning Vincent, right?
Yes, Kelly Vincent. And
Yes,
he just texted me, said he's going to come on in a minute, but he's not here yet. But I'm going to go ahead